I'm going to be talking about how to get hosts for parties, because honestly, that is where our business is. The more parties that you're having is going to be where your business is going to make the biggest growth. Yes, you can do, I'm sure there's people who do really good on Instagram and all those things, but when you're teaching to do parties and your reps are doing parties and you're duplicating that system, you just think it's going to be like this spinning wheel that's just going to go faster and faster and faster and faster. So I personally feel the secret sauce is in the parties, and hopefully you guys can take some things out of here. One of my biggest things that I really like to say is always work smarter, not harder. So yes, as in these companies, we do have to work hard. And I think it's sometimes a little bit of an understatement that people think they can come in here and it's fun work though. Like I think when you're with this group of people, we uplift each other, we make it fun. But there's so many ways we can make these things easier for all of us and still staying fun and still uplifting everyone. So a couple of my things that I quickly wanted to talk about is I have an app called Post My Party, or it's like a website. And so what you can do on there, and I'm going to quickly talk about this because it kind of goes in, just bear with me. It's where you can like create and share templates. So what you can do is you can create your parties there. You can create week-long parties. You can choose the days, hours, all of those things that you want to do in there. And for one, it just makes it a lot easier. So when you think, oh man, parties seem so overwhelming to me, well, use that avenue. Now, hopefully it kind of gets talked about more in depth at a later point in time. But if you are kind of curious on Post My Party or those types of kind of, I guess you'd say websites or apps or things like that, definitely look into it, because it will make your business so much easier and make parties so much easier. And the one costs like $10 a month. So you're going to make that back in no time. One of the things that I think with parties is you have to keep the excitement going. And I think setting a standard at your party is an okay thing to do. So one of the things being is, say to your host, like, hey, comment, tag people in these posts. I'm going to post about, these things. Maybe say to your girlfriend, like tag her and say, I could totally picture you in this outfit. Or, be engaging on there, because if the hostess isn't really engaging on the party, then it makes it a lot harder for other people to want to do the parties. Now, that's going to go because one of the things that I always try to do is I always try and book at least one party off of my party. So, when I'm having a party, I'm thinking about, okay, this is great. I want to get these sales, and some people are only going to do sales, but who is going to be my next person that I'm going to be wanting to do a party? And I engage in my parties. So, my hostess will comment back on, say their girlfriend comments like, oh, I love this outfit. And then my hostess comments back, yeah, I could totally picture you in it. And I'll say, I don't know, something like, this is one of my favorite colors, or just engage in that conversation, because, I'm having a pop-up. You guys can still hear me? Okay, sorry. So engage in those conversations, and then kind of put out, I always in my parties, I will put out a notification, or a post about doing a party. And then I repeat it a few times. So in one party, I usually mention it 3 to 4 times. The reason being, and I mention it in different ways. It's not always just like post a party or like, we need to do a party, we need to do a party. But, you can do it in creative ways of, hey, this is, like I do one where it's very, what do you say? Like, come host a party. You can get your free rewards. These are the hostess rewards. But in other ways, you can talk about why your hostess came to have this party. Because, they wanted all these clothes, they wanted it half off. And again, it's just like planting the seeds to people. So yeah, and then get your hostess to tag people personally at invite, get them excited, because guaranteed if they're excited, you're going to have way more parties booked off of that party. Now, one of the things is like, I kind of say for getting parties, if you've never had a single party, if you've never had anything, I kind of personally swear by my like VIP group. I think it's a great place to have people. I think it's a great place to post outfit inspirations. But then also, those are the people that you're going to get for your parties at the beginning. And some people aren't ready just yet. So, but what you can do, so if some of you guys are new, I don't know really many of you guys, but I've seen some reps, what they'll do is they'll take like a image of a calendar and they'll write on one of it like free Havana tank or $20 product credit. And they just block it off in like a 1 week chunk. So they'll have like 4 classes, 4 giveaways. And when you do this, I mean, don't break the bank of what you're spending on giveaways. Don't do it all the time either, because if it's all the time, then people don't think that it's a super special thing. But if you do it, you know, every couple of months, people are going to be like, oh, I want that free Havana tank, or, oh, I want that $20 product credit. And you can use that to your advantage that you don't do these giveaways all the time. So when you're starting out, that can be a really good option. And from all the parties too, so this is something that like, I'm fairly new in Zyia, but it's been a couple of months here, and I've had a lot of successes getting parties booked. And one of the reasons too is from every one of my parties, I try and get as many of those people, whether they've purchased or whether they've haven't purchased or anything, onto my VIP group, because they get on there, they start seeing the posts, they start seeing the new products coming out, and then, you know, it's within a couple of weeks that they've seen, hey, I actually kind of want to have a party now. So that's another really good way to get parties, is getting as many people onto your VIP group as possible. And I don't want to take too, sorry, I have like notes here and I'm a little nervous. But ask your host or hostess what they want for the party. So, you know, ask your hostess, like, do you want me to do funny videos with wine bottles in my light and tights, or do you want like all certain product knowledge? Maybe their group of people is going to gravitate more towards, you know, the funny whatever pictures, the funny videos. Still put all of your product knowledge in there, talk about your light and tights, your brilliance, whichever, but just have fun with it and, you know, try and do it a little creative. Or maybe they just want posts. Come up with a variety and ask your hostess of what they want. Make it really easy on yourself. You don't have to stress out about it too much. And keep it fresh, keep it new. So one of the things that I've been trying to do, and this is with I just personally like my Post My Party app, because I can see all my templates, all my posts that I've created, and I can mix and match. And what I'll do is I make new templates, and then all of a sudden I'll announce it to the people and I'll say, hey guys, I need some new templates. Who wants to be one of the first people to have this template? Now, if they've had fun at a party before, even if they haven't hosted one, they're going to be like, oh, well, you know what? I was at that party. I've already seen what they've done on that party, but why don't I try this new template? Maybe 90% of the posts are the same, but you do them in a different way. You put them in a different order, something, or you just do it over a shorter amount of time. Do a weekend class. So using that to your advantage and keeping things, you want to keep things exciting and you want to keep everybody engaged. One of the things that I always do, and this actually seems to be, again, kind of my secret sauce, but not so secret because I'm sharing it with all of you, but is sharing your hostess rewards with everybody. Share it on your VIP group and share it onto the class. So what I do is I make a collage, you know, with all of the products that the hostess got, and it's one of the last like posts that I'll do, is because the party's already closed and everything, and I'll say, hey, come on, this will be another time where I'll put into the class, hey, if you guys, party. Okay, if you want another party, this is what the hostess earned on her rewards, blah, blah, blah. Thank you everyone for, you know, getting her to there. You thank everybody. Make sure you're super appreciative of people's, you know, purchases, because really that's helping you and your finances and your family. And potentially that person's going to sign up as a rep as well. You know, you have to think, just treat everybody as if they were your best customer, almost. And you'll see, they'll see it, they'll feel it, and they'll be like, I want to come back. I want to support you more. And yeah, I'd love to have you do a party for me. And that's actually how, so more than my calendar giveaways, like where you say the first week of April, you do a free Havana take, second week of April, you do a $20 credit or product credit. More than all of that, that hostess collage has been the one that's gotten me the most amount of parties booked. So, sorry, I'm just reading those. And yeah, I've found that that's kind of been what's worked for me, what's been the successes on how I personally get parties. Two takeaways: if you don't have a VIP group, well, maybe the upper ends would disagree. I don't know what you guys thought on it, but I definitely suggest VIP group and being connected, getting everybody from your parties to that VIP group. And you know what? Plant the seeds. The day you plant the seed is not the day you bear the fruit, because, you know, people are ready at different times. And show what people are getting. Create that, like, FOMO. I don't really like the word FOMO, but I'm going to use it here. But create that FOMO of that fear of missing out. So, you know, they see, hey, my girlfriend just got like $300 worth of product for $120. I kind of want that. I want a new jacket. I want new leggings. Maybe I should do that class party. So I hope you guys enjoyed. That's kind of what I have.